I had wanted to get here a little bit earlier, but I didn't, so we're just gonna have to make do. So what I always have to do on Monday mornings is create and print my weekly warm-up. So that's first thing to do. I have one thing that I have this that I was going to do with my students, but we're kind of short on time for this unit. And I know that this would take an entire class period, believe it or not. So I think I'm just gonna go run copies of it and give each student their own copy so that they can have that today. It is 7:34. Tutorial starts at 7:50, so I can keep working during tutorials, but I can't leave my room because I'll have students in here. So I have to get all my printing and copying done in the next 15 minutes. This week is our last official full week before Christmas break, because next week on Friday we get a half day. So this is the last instructional week. Next week will be testing and, quite honestly, parties. I am very excited about that. It's also a little bit stressful because I do definitely have a lot of material to cover before testing them next week. So now it is my conference time. It is 11, and normally I like to use my conference to catch up on grading, but today I decided, so we're starting composite figures, and we have this handout, but every single page has the same instructions and then an example. And I was like, I don't want to give them 6 pages where they're only going to really use half of it. So I was like, oh, it would be cute if I made a little pamphlet. Well, I don't know how to print it to look like a pamphlet, so I just kind of printed. So I have the first page is the instructions, and then they turn the page and it's an example, turn the page, 2 examples, and then example, which is great. Now I have this pamphlet that they can glue the back into their notebook, and then they can open it up. But now I have to take all 55 copies, fold them, and staple them so that they can glue them into their journals. So I think it's pretty safe to say that I am not, oh my gosh, okay. I'm not gonna get any grading done today, but that's okay because, well, actually I don't get a conference tomorrow either, because tomorrow we are doing our TELPAS testing, which is for non-native speakers, which is the majority of the school, honestly. So I won't get a conference tomorrow, but because I don't get a conference tomorrow, I get double conference on Wednesday. So we don't have to PLC as a team, and we can just work in our own rooms. So I'll probably catch up on grading then. And today is just doing this. I wish I had a better stapler, but I don't. So I also think I'm gonna have them write the steps on the front in their own words, and then they have the steps on this page in the official words. So. I am finally done. That took forever. It's 11:20, so it took me 20 minutes to do all that, which honestly, not that bad. But now I realized that I still have to go to the bathroom, and I need to print one more thing for my honors class today. I forgot to do their warm-ups this morning. I didn't forget. I didn't have time to do their warm-ups this morning. Perfect. So I need to create and print out their warm-ups and go potty. and kids will be back in 15 minutes. So it is 7:40. Normally tutorials start at 7:50, but since we have the TELPAS test today, don't have tutorials so that we can set up for that. So if you're not familiar with what TELPAS is, basically it is a test, like a proficiency test for people who are not native English speakers, who have not yet gotten to a certain proficiency level in English. Given the makeup of our school, it's not feasible to just pull out the students that need to take the TELPAS test because over a third of our students need to take it. So we just shut down for a whole day and do TELPAS. This is just the practice. The actual test I think is in the spring. So I'll only have 10 kids in my room because it is like they have to speak. So you don't want to put them in a room with like 30 kids. It's just, So anyway, I have to kind of rearrange my room and go over all of my like testing materials. I did it last year, so it's not that big of a deal, but I have to like pull up a PowerPoint and make sure I have everything that I need. So I'm going to do that. It is 1 p.m. Finished TELPAS. It was fine. Nothing happened. But because we were doing TELPAS, we had to switch lunches. Normally we're the first to eat. And not only are we the first to eat, but I have my conference right before lunch. So I actually eat like a half hour before our lunch. So I eat lunch at 10:30 every day. It's crazy. But I eat lunch at 10:30. Our lunch didn't start until 12:40, so I was dying. But I ate really fast and now my stomach hurts. Also, if anyone watched my classroom supplies smash or pass video, I finally had a use for these. Great for picking up phones for testing, which I figured that's what I would use them for, and it worked pretty well. So, yay. The nice thing about today was, since it was just a practice, like a simulation of the TELPAS, It wasn't like we weren't super on lockdown, so I was monitoring the kids, but also I was able to get a ton of work done, which is really nice because we didn't get our conference today. So I kind of just got my conference anyways. So I got a lot of grading done. I got a lot of tracking, like behavior tracking done, made some reviews, made a lot of exemplars and keys. So I feel good about that. I have 2 classes today, or for the rest of the day, and I think they will be released at 1:10 to come to class, and I'm not ready, even though I haven't done anything today. I don't want to teach, but it's fine. They're gonna be crazy because they were either silent for 4 hours today, or they were in the cafeteria, if they weren't testing, doing some activity thing. So I just feel like today is going to be super unproductive. But it happens. It's fine. And today, for the whole period between Thanksgiving and Christmas, my campus is doing like a teacher dress up days. Like, students still have to wear their uniforms, they're not allowed to dress up, which kind of sucks, but the teachers are encouraged to dress up. And today is candy cane day, so you have to wear red and white. So that's why I'm wearing this, even though I really don't like the way it fits on my arms. But I'm really bummed because yesterday was Grinch day and I don't have anything Grinch. And I almost bought a Grinch sweatshirt on Black Friday. It was so cute. It was like the storybook animated Grinch. It was like the whole thing. It was so cute, but they didn't have my size. Can you tell I haven't gotten to talk to anyone today? Because I'm just word vomiting right now. As predicted, today was crazy, or at least the second half of the day was crazy because they were not in the mood to work. And then I had afternoon duty outside, and I did not know that it was so cold. Like, this morning it was cold, but it was also this morning. Yesterday after school, it was like 60 degrees. It's cold today. I went outside. I have a jacket. I didn't bring it. I froze. It is now about 4:15. I got delayed talking to a few teachers. It's always good when I see people that I don't normally see, like the teachers on the 6th grade and 8th grade floors. I never see them. So I saw one of my math teacher friends from 6th grade. So we talked for like, I don't know, 10 minutes outside maybe. And then my teacher bestie from next door joined us outside, and then we talked for like another 5 minutes. And then on the way inside, I saw my principal and we started talking for a few minutes. So I'm here because I'm just chatty today. But I don't think I'm going to be doing anything before I leave. I think I'm just gonna tidy my desk and get out of here because there's nothing I need to do. Good news, we were supposed to have a training, like a PD specific off-campus training the day we get back from Christmas break for like select teachers. So I'm part of this team that had a training in the summer, and this was going to be part 2, and we were going to do the training on that PD day before kids come back. And I was like, oh, it'll be good, but like I'd rather have that day to like plan with my team and get my room ready. It just got canceled. Which, like, bummer, but not really. So I'm just gonna tidy up and get out of here. I really need to go to the post office, but they close at 4, so I don't know when I'm gonna be able to go. But I don't have anything in the morning tomorrow, so I can hopefully, what's tomorrow, Wednesday? Oh, tomorrow I'm gonna meet my friend for coffee before school, and then I'll come here and I'll have tutorials. So I think I have a few kids planning on coming to my tutorials to make up some missing assignments, but other than that, I should be able to get some more work done in the morning. But I feel good because of how much work I got done during testing. Good morning. I am just now leaving Starbucks. I got coffee and just fellowship with a friend, and it was a really sweet time this morning, but it is freezing. Oh my gosh, it is so cold. It's like 30 degrees right now. Oh, I'm cold. Anyway, just wanted to check in and say hello, and I am gonna go to school. I don't know why I feel the need to like narrate everything that I'm doing. Anyway, I'll check in with you guys at school. Yesterday, I meant to film when I got home, but I really didn't do anything. I just edited another video that needs to go up today. I need to finish editing it when I go home. And then my husband and I started watching this new show. So that was fun. But I gotta get to school. I gotta warm up. Yeah. Back in the spot that you're probably sick of seeing me in, but I am in my classroom. So the agenda for today's Wednesday. The holiday theme for today is Christmas lights. So I have these little Christmas light necklace. They're little gems. It looks backwards. Anyway, so I have that. During our PLC and conference today, because we were all doing Telpass yesterday and we did not get our conference, they have decided to make today a double conference. So we will not be meeting as a team. We'll just get the full 90 minutes to conference. So my team has decided to go out for brunch because we are all dying in terms of just making it through to the end of the semester. So we're going to first watch for brunch during the conference, and then after school, we have our faculty meeting. That will probably last until 5. Yay. And then when I get home, I have to finish editing and upload my video that needs to go up today for Vlogmas. It's already up, obviously, hopefully, by the time that this video will be posted, but I don't know what happened. I know what happened. I went out of town this weekend, and I was supposed to finish the video over the weekend and get it scheduled to go up today, but it's fine. I have it pretty much edited. I just need to watch through it again one more time and then upload it. I already did the thumbnail and everything. It's really funny when I talk about posting videos and stuff because I am not an influencer. I'm not a major content creator. I literally have 100 subscribers. I'm a nobody, but I take it so seriously because honestly for me, this is a hobby. I love doing this so much, and I really hope that, there are people watching that get enjoyment out of it. I don't anticipate becoming some big presence on YouTube or social media or anywhere, but until I get sick of it, I'm gonna keep doing it because I just find it so much fun, and I honestly do like watching back some of the videos, especially my vlogs, and just seeing what I was up to that week. We're testing next week and watching a movie. That's it. That's all we're doing next week. So it's kind of cramming everything into this week. And I mean, the kids can feel it, so I feel bad about that, but I will say my students this year are so sweet. Granted, this is only my second year teaching, but this year my kids are so sweet. Last year, when I would tell my kids that they were gonna have a sub, that I was gonna be out, they would all cheer, which didn't hurt my feelings. I was like, yeah, whatever, I don't care. But this year, I tell them that they're gonna have a sub, and they're like, no, where are you gonna go? What are you doing? And then when I show up the next day, they'll come hug me. I missed you yesterday. How was your day? They're so sweet. They're so kind. And I had a lot of sweet students last year, but it's just funny when I think about the difference between last year and this year. I have a lot of just sweet souls in my class, so I'm very thankful for that. I just got back from going out to brunch with my team, and honestly, it was so nice. First of all, first watch is delicious. Second of all, it was just nice to get out of the building and to talk and to have adult conversations that don't revolve around school, stuff like that. So that was really nice. But then when I got here this morning, our district person was here, who I love, and she had some very interesting things to tell us. There's only 7 more school days until Christmas break, and one of those is a half day. Today doesn't count because we already started today. I count like arriving at school, like that is a day. So like wake ups kind of. So we have to arrive at school 7 more times, and that's it. The semester is over. That is very hard to believe. I feel like this year's flying by compared to last year. Last year was rough, but just in general, this year is flying by. Like I feel like I just started. It's freezing. That's all. I am so cold. It was like 29 degrees this morning. It was freezing. It's still cold. I'm just sitting in my car. I'm about to go inside. Look at my earrings though. They're like the little holiday cookie things. Anyway. So I have a student council meeting this morning, and we're going on a field trip with student council tomorrow that I totally forgot about. And we have a fundraiser for student council next week. So there's just a lot that I'm not prepared for, but it's fine. I did get to school a little bit earlier than normal. Like I left a little bit earlier, partially because I was just ready to go, but also because I knew I wanted a second to breathe before going down to the meeting. So I'm gonna go in and get some stuff done. I think I was supposed to get donuts today, but I forgot. Really funny that I just mentioned the donuts because my co-sponsor texted me right as I got inside the building like, oh, I forgot donuts. So I don't know if we're getting donuts today or not. I'm not. I'll get them next time. Do y'all, okay, when I was a kid, I loved when jackets had like the thumb thing, like the opening for the thumb. I hate it now. I cannot stand it. And I love this jacket. This jacket is my absolute favorite. I got it for my birthday, and it is just so warm, so soft. It's the right size, everything. But it has the little thumb slits, which, no, not a problem. Especially because I just fold it over so that it's like not bothering me. But I do like when the sleeves are long, so I can like cover my hands. But if I cover my hands, then the slit is there, and it just annoys me. but that's literally so random and not a real problem. Tell me why, this is also not related to what I was just talking about, but tell me why I decided to put my assessment data trackers all the way on the ceiling, basically. They're so high up on the wall. Okay, I know why I put them up there. I put them up there so that kids wouldn't like erase them because they're just dry erase. But I need to add assessment data. But in order to do that, I have to literally drag a table over to the wall and stand on the table. And even then, I'm like on my tippy toes. So I think I'm just gonna wait and put in all the assessment data after Christmas break. There's just not enough time to do everything that I need to do. Like in class, we just don't have enough time, which is crazy because we're double blocked. So I see them every single day for 90 minutes. So you would think that we would have enough time to get everything, like go through all the material, but the pacing of the unit that we're at right now is just, it kind of sucks. Because I think everyone who's a teacher knows that whatever you teach between Thanksgiving break and Christmas break, they're not gonna get it. They're not in one ear out the other. Like they're not paying attention, they're not retaining the information, they're tired, they are hyped up because it's almost Christmas and it's also just 3 weeks. So I basically have 2 full weeks to teach it, 1 day to review, and then we have to start testing because the test is 28 questions, which is insane. Like I remember when I was in middle school, yeah, our tests were like 20 to 30 questions, but there was a lot of just like basic computation. So like maybe the first 10 were just solve the following equations, and you would just go through solving equations. And then you'd have 5 where it was like, you know, word problems. And then you had a few more that, you know, so it's just like, it didn't take as long. Like I could take a 20 question test in an hour or 45 minutes, however long our classes were. But these tests, they're star. They're star. These tests are released star questions. And if you know anything about star questions, ain't a single one of them just a basic computation. They are all word problems. They are all multi-step. They are all just like very wordy, which is hard because I have a lot of kids that don't speak English very well, or English is not their first language, or they're not on grade level reading. They can't read very well. So it sometimes feels like I'm not actually testing their math ability. I'm testing their ability to understand a question and answer it, if that makes sense. Okay, I got here early to do stuff, but all I've done is talk, so I'm gonna get some stuff done now. It's always so funny to me that the kids that come back, that I had last year, that come back to say hi to me, they're not who I expected. Like there are some that I'm like, okay, yeah, you were a sweetheart, we bonded, come say hi. But it's like a lot of my students that I really thought hated me. Like we butted heads. It was just not a pretty sight at times last year. And they come say hi to me almost every day. And then one of these letters, actually, that one, is from the one that comes says hi to me all the time, who I thought hated my guts. But she says I was her favorite teacher. So this is your sign that if a student is just really trying you, they might love you. I don't know. But anyway, I just had 2 students come back and say hi to me, so that's always sweet. Whew. I'm teaching volume today, and I have this activity that I do with it. Well, not an activity, a demonstration. And I just don't know if I have time for it. I do have time for it. I just don't know if I care to do it. I will. So it's like, let me show you. Okay. So I have these little like model manipulative things. It's the 3D shape and then the net that goes along with it. So what I did last year, get this thing out. So these have the same base, the pyramid and the cube. So if you fill the pyramid with water and pour it into here, it should fit 3 times. And that's how you get the volume of a pyramid is 1/3 the volume of prism. And then I have this piece that I cut off because whoever made these, I guess, did not realize that they were going to be used in a middle school classroom. And they put the net like this. Oops, which is a little, middle school boys make that connection, if you know what I mean. If you don't worry about it. So you put that base on the bottom and then you pour water and this will actually float to the top. And so that's a really good demonstration of what volume is and how it's the area of the base times the height. Water just potentially will make a mess, but you do it for the kids. So I think I'm gonna do it. And then I have to very quickly teach volume because we test very soon. Anyway, oh no, I have to print something. I'm so glad I remembered. Okay, I have to print something and I have to go get the water, so gonna do that. Sorry about the gross angle, but my husband, well, actually no, not my husband, my in-laws got me a Polaroid for my birthday and I have just been absolutely loving it. I want to like get a scrapbook to collect all of my Polaroids, but I've always loved the way that Polaroids look. And so I wanted to take a few pictures of my classroom, mainly just because I want to keep taking Polaroids, but also so that I can commemorate them in that way. So I think I'm going to take a picture of my tree. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but we'll see. That is so adorable. It's just so nostalgic looking, and I don't know. I just love it. I also think it's just so funny that my kids hung ornaments on the star. I don't know why they did that. To be different, I guess. I think it's cute. And then my little Hello Kitty in the background that a student gave me last year. She's just chilling. So cute. I feel like my vlogs are always just me sitting at my desk talking. But I can't really show you guys what my actual day looks like because I'm teaching and like there's kids in the room. I will occasionally record like myself during class so y'all can like hear what's going on in the room. But it's really not often that I just sit at my desk while the kids are working because I'm always up monitoring. Like I am walking the classroom, I'm working with kids, or I'm up at the front teaching. You know, I'm never just like sitting at my desk unless they're like taking a test. But even then, I'll like sit at my desk for a little while and then I'll get up and walk. And I'll sit back down, then I'll get up and walk. So the only time I can really talk to you guys is on my breaks, which I only have one break from 9:30 to 11:30, which is a long break. Not complaining about it. Anyway, that's all. That's the update. Okay, so yesterday we started talking about volume, right? Everything inside a shape, how much space an object takes up is the volume. Area is of a two-dimensional shape, so something flat. This would be considered area. Everything inside of this is volume. This is the area of the base of this cube.
You all see that?
I want you to also notice that it's also the base of this pyramid. So their bases are the same, okay? That's what I want you to know.
Now we're gonna do a little bit of an experiment, and I hope I'm not gonna make too much of a mess. But I want y'all to guess, and some of you might already know, how many pyramids will fit inside one prism?
1, 2, 3, 1 point something. 1, 2, so, 1, okay, let me show you like this. Looking at it like this. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're going to test that theory. We are going to fill this pyramid with water and then pour it into the prism. Now, okay, do y'all see how they have like little ridges? Yeah. So I won't be able to fill it up all the way. Okay, so there might be a little bit of a discrepancy, but for sake of the argument, discrepancy? Like a little bit of a difference, like user error. Pouring the water, I hope I don't spill everywhere. Thank you, you're very kind. All right.
That's 2, because you
That's
have 2.
1.
That's
That's 1. I told you it was 4. 4? Okay. I said 5. Another pyramid. I said 4.5. I said 3 or 4.2. I'm already at 4. I said 3.
Why'd you say 1?
This is number 2.
Oh my gosh.
No, it's gonna be 4. Yeah, it's 4. It's 4.
It's 3.5.
3 or 4.
It's 3.5. It's 3.5.
This is number 3. And who said 3?
I said
You said 3. You said 10.
I said
I'll promise you he said 4. He said 4. Okay. Well, you don't win anything if you said 3. Now we're going to do the packet.
No.
No!
Oh my goodness. Today was so chaotic. I don't even know why. It was just chaotic. Ooh, I just had duty and then I had to reschedule my dentist appointment because I didn't realize that it was scheduled for Monday at a very inconvenient time. So I just called to reschedule and they don't have any openings until February. So that's great. I don't care. It's just the dentist. As long as I go, it's fine. They always tell me I have great teeth. Oh, wow. I could fall asleep, but I have to go to CVS and get my prescription, and then I have to go to Firestone and see if they can air up my tires because the cold front has them all out of whack. Like, what is all this? Okay, this is a whiteboard. Get that out of here. And I was so good. I was like, oh, if I just make folders for each unit, I'll stay super organized. Yeah, that only works if you like actually stay on top of it. Who knew? So I just keep grabbing stuff and then not putting it back. Man. Then I have to grade all of these. Not really. I really don't have to. I could just leave without grading them. Should I? No. Could I? Yes. Because I just can't decide where I want to put you guys. Oh my goodness. Please, just do what I want. Okay. I only need one more grade in the grade book for this semester. Oh, I have to pee too. Oh shoot. I was so on top of everything. I was so on top of everything and now I'm not anymore. And it's stressing me out. I like being on top of everything. And I was on top of everything. I think I already said that. And I think that's what's stressing me out, is I know that I'm capable of being on top of everything. I'm just not at the moment on top of everything. And everything that I'd gotten on top of is now falling apart. Or I'm like, oh, it's actually... See, what I wanted to do with all of this, what I should have done with all of this, is trade and grade. That's what I should have done. Am I going to put this in the grade book? No, I'm not. So I'm not going to spend time grading it. Not going to spend time grading it. I am going to be grading one other thing that they're doing, and I'm going to be grading their warm-ups. So I'm just going to do a trade-in grade and have them do it themselves and then not put it in the grade book. It's my students think that every single paper that they touch is going in the grade book. Unfortunately, I don't have time for that. That would be so many grades. And already, half of my kids have like 3 missing assignments. And I'm like, how do you, like, I'm a completion grader for the most part. This was like a quiz. So I was going to grade it for accuracy, but the most of what I do is completion grades. So all they have to do is write something down and turn it in. Like, it has to be, you know, they can't just write down nonsense. But as long as they put something on the paper and turn it in, they make an effort, you're going to pass my class. Like, I don't fail kids for fun. If you try, you're going to pass, no matter what. That's just who I am as a teacher, I guess. But I have so many kids that don't even try. Like, they don't care. And then they're all, why are you failing me? Why did you fail me? I didn't fail you. You failed. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I told you what you were missing. You have access to the grade book whenever you want it. You can just look and see what you're missing. I really could not make it any easier for you to pass. Okay, rant over. Yeah, I'm not grading that. I do have to do a mid-year, like, Google form thing. That's going to take forever. It's like the goal setting for my evaluation. So that's going to take a while. But I'm going to do that tomorrow. But then tomorrow, I also have the field trip that I have to go on. So I have to come to school extra early so I can go pick up the car from the bus barn. I can go get the car. And then I'm going to get here, get all the kids wrangled up. It's only 6. It's just me, my co-sponsor, and 6 officers. We're going to Walmart to buy toys. So, it'll be fun. Just stressed about it for no reason, because I stress about everything. Okay. I'm probably going to miss a meeting tomorrow, because I just don't see myself getting back in time to go to the meeting. I might, who knows. Okay. Whoa. Whoa. Turn off. Okay, so I guess my computer updated because it won't let me turn off. What? I can't just lock the screen anymore? Oh, sign out. Okay. That was crazy. See at his house. Actually, no, I have to go to CVS and then Firestone. I just want to go home. It's already getting dark. It's 4:14. I'm out of here. That was the best post office experience I've ever had. Literally in and out of there in 2 minutes, maybe. I was just doing a return, but I looked on the website and this was not one of the locations listed as a return location, but it was the only one that was open until 5. All of the other ones close at 4. But I've been to this post office before, and it's kind of like one of the bigger ones. So I just decided to come and pray. Literally in and out 2 minutes. They took it. No problems. No bad attitude. Like, it was... Would recommend. What a great time. Now I have 2 more errands to run before I can go home. Good morning. Today has been a lot. Let me just start from the beginning. So woke up on time early this morning and I went straight to the transportation center of our district to pick up an SUV to go on the field trip with my kids today with student council. I get there and my coffee spills everywhere, all over my car, everywhere. So much coffee spilled. So that was great. But then I go in and first I can't find anybody, but then I finally find someone and they're super helpful. They get me what I need and they're like, okay, this is your SUV like number. So go find that number and you're free to take it. So I go outside and I see someone else getting into the car. That's my number. And I was like, oh, that's weird. Like maybe they're gonna bring it to me. I don't know. And I walk up to them and I'm like, oh, hey, are there 2 SUVs that are the same number? And he was like, no. Is this supposed to be your SUV? And I said, yeah. He said, mine too. So we had to go back inside, and turns out that we were both given the same SUV, but he was supposed to get it for tomorrow, but then they changed the day and didn't change the SUV or like check if it was double booked. So that took a few minutes to figure out, but thankfully I was able to get the SUV and they gave him a different one. So I get in and it's a very nice SUV. Very nice. I have not driven anything that big. It's like a full SUV, 8 passengers, very spacious. It literally felt like I was driving a bus. It was so big, but it was really nice. So I made it to school and I am checking in with people and I'm talking to my co-sponsor and we're like, how are we actually gonna pay for these toys? Like, do we just do a reimbursement? Somehow we hadn't thought of that. So I went and talked to the secretary who deals with all of this stuff. And I'm like, so do we need to grab a reimbursement form? Is there a campus credit card? Like what's going on? We were supposed to get a special card and it takes 3 days to get a special card. And nobody remembered, nobody told us, we didn't think to ask. So we had to cancel our field trip. Morning of. And I don't know if we're going to be able to reschedule it because next week is the last week of school. So we have to figure that out. So that was really, really frustrating. Not really anybody's fault. I mean, yes, we should have made sure we had all of our ducks in a row, but it's a learning opportunity for us. We're just figuring out all the kinks because this is both of our first year sponsoring student council. So we don't really know all the processes and stuff. So we're just working out the kinks this year. Next year will be better. We learned. So we're going to be looking for or creating some sort of checklist document for everything that we do to make sure that this doesn't happen again. But I feel so bad for the kids because they were really looking forward to it. And with just us, both of us being not new teachers, but it's her third year, my second year, and both of our first year sponsoring anything, well, sponsoring something like this. So we're learning still. But because of that, I do feel like they kind of get the short end of the stick and they're not able to do everything that they could do if we knew what we were doing. So I feel really bad about that. But we still have a fundraiser set for next week and hopefully we can schedule a field trip for one day next week and still be able to go take them. I don't know. But so I had to drive the car back. I was like, oh, I'll just, I guess, take it back during my conference. And she said, no, you need to take it back right now. Class starts in 15 minutes from when we had this conversation. She was like, if you go now, you won't be too late. I'll just have someone cover your class. So I had to drive it back and then drive back to school in my car and start class. And it was just a lot. It was chaotic. It was crazy. And it was really frustrating. And I feel so guilty and so bad that we didn't think about this and we let the kids down. But it's okay. It's okay. But I was able to at least get something done. I did my mid-year goal setting form thing because we have to have a meeting for our evaluations and stuff. So that took a long time. It took 30 minutes to fill that out because I'm very detailed. We made it. Today honestly flew by. After the debacle of this morning, I was shocked when my 5th period walked in because I realized it was 5th period and I was like, I'm not even tired. So that's good. My desk is in shambles. It is so messy right now. So I have to clean it up. Right, I need to keep this this. Oh my gosh. Sometimes I just want to throw everything away and start over. I have so much stuff. Okay, I need to grade these. All of this. What is this? Why did he just left his stuff here? Okay, well, it's getting thrown away. Sorry about that. Okay. Wow, my desk really wasn't that bad. I overreacted. It's 4 o'clock. My computer just logged itself out. Okay, it's 4 o'clock. The only thing I need to do before I leave is grade these papers or put these grades in. And then I'm gonna go, I think. I don't think I need to run any errands before I go home. I think I can just go straight home. I'll stop by Walmart on the way home. We're doing like our family Christmas thing tomorrow, and I have to bring a snack or like a dessert. So I'm gonna make some Oreo bowls because it's easy and they're delicious. I'm home. I ended up, after I filmed my last clip, I ended up staying at school for another like 15-30 minutes doing some prep for next week's student council's fundraiser. So I have to get here super early on Monday to finish setting that up, but it was nice to get like half of it done. Then I went to Walmart and I was supposed to have a package in the mailroom, but there was nothing there. So I guess I'll check again tomorrow. I don't know. But I did get another package in my actual mailbox. It's another gift for my husband. So I'm gonna go in and wrap that kind of stuff. And I think this is where I'm gonna end it on this really bad quality clip. But that is just kind of what a week looks like for me. I hope you found it at least a little bit interesting, and if you stuck through the end, you are a trooper. Love you so much. If you do like when I do these kind of vlog, week in my life, day in the life stuff, let me know, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that I can see you in the next one. Mwah! Bye.